Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Living Life at Life U. I am your host, Dr. Veronica Garcia, and today I am joined by two current Life University students that I'm super excited for you guys to meet. Ladies, welcome to the podcast. How are we doing today?
Excellent. Thank
Awesome.
you.
I love it. And if we can introduce ourselves, what program we're in, and where are we in, go ahead.
Alison, you go first.
Okay, I'm Alison Smith. I'm in the Positive Psychology program, in the master's program. And I am in my final quarter here. I'm beyond excited. I just have 4 weeks left.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My name is Alette Stache. I am also in the Master's of Positive Psychology, and I am in my second to last quarter.
That's awesome.
So you can see the relief on both of our faces.
That's awesome. And how has that journey of being in the positive psychology been?
I got to tell you, I was very excited going into the program,
Yes.
but it has exceeded my expectations.
Wow.
I tell my friends and family that even if I never do anything with my degree, which I plan on doing, it has changed my life for the better in so many ways.
Wow.
So many ways.
Wow.
Right. And I was excited also. I was nervous. We had the preview, Master Your Life preview. I was really nervous, and I was sitting there. And then Alette came in, and something about her, she's very vibrant and full of energy, made me think, oh, man, I want to meet her because I know I can do this. And I don't know, something about you, Alette.
We met at orientation. Both of us just kind of standing there going, is this for us? Yeah. And by the time we walked away, it's like, no, we're doing this.
Right.
We are doing this.
That's awesome. And why positive psychology?
Me?
Go ahead.
Okay. My daughter and my son-in-law finished the program, and I always thought about going into psychology, but I don't know if something kept holding me back, and then she started telling me about her journey in the positive psychology program, and it just really spoke to me. And I thought, well, you know, I think I would like to do that. So I was on that edge. I think I would like to do that when I came to the preview.
Wow. So generations. It has impacted generations in your family. Amazing. Alette?
I have no family connection. I tell people this is my third act. I spent the first part of my career in business. I coached people to peak performance in sales. I left that because there was, in the corporate world at the time, no balance for somebody that wanted to have a career and a family. So I became an entrepreneur. I ran a very successful design business in residential architectural design.
Wow.
Created spaces where people thrive. And in 2018, hit my second wall. And I was like, I want more. I ended up getting a coach, a personal coach. I coached with him for a year to really try and discover kind of my purpose and passion. And I realized that just managing people to peak performance wasn't enough. Creating spaces where people thrive wasn't enough. That my heart, my soul, my passion lies in helping people create lives where they can achieve excellence with joy and ease and find their path. And so it's been a long journey actually getting here, but this was the right program for me.
Wow. That's awesome. I am glad you both found a beautiful place to call home at Life.
Yes.
I think so are we.
Absolutely.
And talk to me a little bit about what does the positive psychology program entail now that you're closer to 4 weeks away from graduation?
Right. So there's two tracks in it, the general track and the coaching track.
Okay.
And so I'm in the coaching track because I want to coach people. And that's what I came in with, the mindset. I'm going to learn things to coach people on. But actually, I learned so much about myself. So it was a journey, because I thought I knew myself pretty well.
Right.
And so at times I was like, oh, wow, I didn't realize that this is a strength that I have, or, and when you're looking at it in an eye of your family, and I thought, oh, okay, so this is why my husband and I argued over this. These are our differences. So it's been tough at times because there's so much reading. But in other times, the classes just really spoke to me, and not so much that I was learning to help people, but learning how to help myself live a better life.
Wow.
I'll second what Alison is saying, because it is applied positive psychology, right? So there's a fair, I've never done so much reading in my life, and I've never read so many research articles, but it's all applied. Everything we learn, we apply. And first in the micro, right? Because it's always yourself. And then working with your classmates. I'm also in the coaching track. So we get opportunities to buddy coach and to practice and to do practice group coaching. And so we actually get to immediately, there's a really short window between here's the information, learn the information, master the information, apply the information, and expand your learning. So I love that approach.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, with that comment, what are some, I guess, 3 things that you have taken from that program and applied it to your life, maybe in the program or you plan on doing so soon?
Only 3?
Let's start with 3, maybe 10.
One of the things that, is at the crux of the essence of positive psychology is something we call psychological flexibility. And the way I explain it to people, consider it like emotional yoga. People that do physical yoga tend to have fewer injuries. They tend to, their body recovers faster. Positive psychology teaches you how to do emotional yoga. Like, it doesn't mean we're not a study of happyology, right? We're certainly not happy all the time. We tend to, we probably share some optimistic traits.
Right.
But it's not about being happy. It is about building your capacity to navigate life more like a surfer than a controller. And to navigate those really complex turns so they don't damage you. They don't damage the people around you. And then actually you should as you increase your knowledge base, how do you take that and how can you find gifts in it? How do you find a gift of inspiration, of power, of purpose? So you can take these situations that we're all going to experience. We're all going to have a difficult time. We're going to lose a job. You're going to lose a friend. You're going to, it's inevitable. That's life. But it is what you do with it, how you respond to it, and then what do you turn it into? And that amount of control, I got to tell you, it is super empowering. And as coaches, that's our goal, right? That is our goal that we hope to bring into the world, is to help empower other people to develop this skill set. And the good news is it's available to anybody.
Right. That was very well said.
Thank you.
The first thing that comes to mind for me is mindfulness. I had an irregular mindfulness practice before starting here, but in one of our classes, mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, oh my gosh, we had to start a mindfulness practice and we had to meditate. It was part of our curriculum that we meditate twice a day. So it was hard, and there's so much reading, it was hard. But as coaches, that might be a tool that we recommend to our clients, but I can't recommend something that I don't do myself. So anytime I felt like, I don't feel like meditating today, but I do it, I have found that it has truly helped me. I was in a really stressful situation 3 different times since being in this program, and found that it was so much easier to navigate because I had that place of mindfulness to come from.
Wow.
So that's been hugely impactful for me.
Wow. I absolutely love that, and I'm intrigued by that and curious now.
It's good. That's what we're here to do. I think we're all sort of, inspirational in our intentions of, we move the world one individual at a time.
Yes. Yes.
But, you grow a collective that is so much stronger and so much more powerful and so much more positive.
I love this so much. Talk to me a little bit about how has your navigating a master's program that is online with whoever you were outside of the classroom been?
I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. I thought it was going to be harder than it is, and so I'm not saying that it's not hard. The content, there's so much content, and there's so many theories that really takes more than just one reading to get through, or more than one discussion to really synthesize it. But as far as it being online, I enjoyed it, if that makes sense. Because we're on Zoom, and so it's not the same as being in person, but since the pandemic, we're used to that, right? And just seeing my classmates, interacting with them, getting to know them, because I don't know if it's this program in particular, because I've had online classes before, but in this particular program, my classmates have all been very open and honest. When we do buddy coaching, we come to each other with real situations, and some of them are sensitive situations. And I don't think that, well, I know I haven't experienced it in the other online classes that I've had, but it's just that level of openness and honesty with your classmates helps so much more than people would realize. Or even if I went in person, I don't think it's the same.
Yeah.
I think it's the program.
I think I was concerned when I first looked into the program. The fact that it was online was nearly a deterrent, because one of the things that I crave is the connection with my cohort. Because when you're learning, it's one aspect is having lecture format, but it's that opportunity to discuss it afterwards. And I had this really romanticized vision of like sitting on the lawn under the big tree, with my cohorts, philosophizing and how we're going to change the world. So, okay, so the program does not offer that. And the first quarter doing online work was new for me. And I had to adjust. But I also realized that, I don't have a difficult time taking initiative. So if I would start reaching out to my cohort, we started connecting. And we do something called residency in the program, which we do initially online, but we do one physical residency in April. And that was a game changer for all of us, I think. That was the time where we all came in, out-of-state students alike, and we spent 2 days in close proximity. And I'm going to tell you, the bonds that we formed, I don't know if I look back on my regular college days where I did spend a lot of time on campus under a tree, probably not doing stuff I'm supposed to be doing. That those bonds are so strong. And we are still all connected and still all networking. I mean, if somebody doesn't want to participate, they don't have to, right? It's the beauty of online. You can stay anonymous. But for those of us that craved it, we definitely were able to connect.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And ladies, where do you plan on taking your preparation as a positive psychology master's graduate?
I think I'm going to speak for both of us. We'll do this slightly different ways, but both of us are looking to develop a coaching practice. So I find myself conflicted at times between my high ambitions and my desire to make a great impact in the world, and my also simultaneous desire to live a very balanced lifestyle. So I hope, my dream is slowly forming, that I am going to be coaching impact leaders, people that make changes in organizations, that are in leadership functions, because my dream is that if I help them, that I can then trickle that down and spread this across the masses. And hopefully that will support my dream of living this beautiful, balanced life and, you know, having fun with my friends and doing some travel.
Right. I want to coach high school students, like sophomores particularly. I was having trouble defining my niche, but what I really want to do is, along Alette's lines, I want to help people create awareness of life satisfaction, how to increase life satisfaction and emotional well-being.
Wow.
And when you're 14 and 15, you're not an adult, you're not a kid anymore, and it's just a weird space. And so a lot of times they come across as not caring about what's happening, but they do. It's just they don't know where to go, or, you know, what's going to happen. So I want to create a program, a life coaching program for them. And also one for women, again, in that same area of increasing life satisfaction and emotional well-being.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
I am projecting these dreams for both of you into a reality, and I'm sure you guys can make them. I love your energy, and thank you so much for sharing some of your time of your busy Friday. Congratulations again. We just heard that she passed a very, very important exam. Yes. And congratulations to your upcoming graduation. Congratulations on your upcoming graduation.
Thank you.
16 weeks?
It's June 16th is the date. It's inked on my calendar. Okay. But I haven't started the official countdown yet. I have a little bit of work left to do.
Okay. Well, I hope it goes amazing for both of you. Thank you for sharing some time with with us. And I hope to see you guys very soon.